What's up, everybody? This is Muilisx, and welcome to my very first podcast. A podcast is not a vlog, obviously. It's just a screen, a black screen with a title or a picture, and it's just my voice that you listen to. So, welcome to the first podcast where we just talk about random shit. Alright. First thing we can talk about on the podcast is AutoZone. The manager got fired at the store I was transferred to. So now the other manager who hired me took over the store, which is a great, great, great thing. Okay? So now I get to be back with the original manager that hired me, who actually knows how to run a store, and we're gonna get this store turned around for the better, and everything's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm gonna get my fucking promotion. I've already started training. Alright, the first day he's here, I'm already training, so it's good shit. Very excited. Can't wait to have my promotion, have my gray shirt, and that would be just fucking great. I would be live streaming this right now, but I'm tethering off my phone because there's no more internet in this house, so it's not the best connection to be doing that. I actually can't live stream on that. Connection's impossible. So the only thing I can really do is either make video or podcast. So I'm gonna do the podcast. So we're gonna try this podcast thing. We're 2 minutes in, and unfortunately, I don't. It's not a live podcast to where I could have questions and comments and stuff. Not that I even would have enough people to even for that to even work, but it is what it is. Besides that, truck seems to be running better now. No more oil leak. No more power steering problem. That's pretty cool. However, it still needs work and stuff, but it is what it is right now. It point A to point B right now, really, and we'll see what happens in the future. I plan to save up and get myself something much nicer. Um, if the money is good, I'm definitely going to be financing a car, maybe like a Genesis coupe or something. I had a guy come into AutoZone, and he actually had a Genesis coupe, and I was talking to him about it, and he loves it. He's got the 3.8 model, and he says he absolutely loves it. He said he has like 40,000 miles on it, and he has no problems whatsoever, and he just loves it. It's just great. And how they really made like a really big turnaround. They used to be shit, like back in like 2004, 2005, even like earlier than that. They were just known to make like shitty cars. Like they just were. Like the Tiburon had so many clutch problems, and that was because of the slave cylinder design. But a simple slave mod fixes that problem right up. You basically take out the slave cylinder, turn it vertical, tap it on the ground, and a little spring and plate fall out. Put it back in the car, and bleed the clutch. And you'll have your Tiburon will feel like a real clutch, like it should have felt right out of the dealer floor, or off the dealer floor, should I say. Or AutoZone has the slave cylinder for under $25 for that car. So if you don't feel like modding the slave cylinder that's in there, then just replace the whole slave cylinder with a Duralast one from AutoZone, because the one from AutoZone isn't going to have that fucking plate and spring in it. If you go to the dealer and say, hey, I need a new slave, you're going to get the same exact fucking slave with the same shitty design flaw, and your problem's still going to be there. So the mod is really easy. I mean, all you do is pop your hood, You remove the air box, and you have clear access right to the slave. It's in with 3 bolts. You pop it off, tap it, remove the little fucking spring and plate, put it back on, and bleed the clutch. Make sure you keep the reservoir topped off as you bleed it, because you want no air to get into the lines. And have a friend help you bleed it. You know, have him inside the car. The friend he pumps the pedal till it gets nice and hard, and then he pushes and hold, and that's when you open the bleeder valve, and the oil and the brake fluid shoots out everywhere, right? Then he's still holding it while you do that. You close the bleeder valve, and then you have him pump again, and do the same thing, pump, and then when it gets nice and hard, pump, and then push and hold it down to the floor. Take some brake fluid, top off the reservoir, open the bleeder valve again, right? Close the bleeder valve, pump, nice and hard, pump and hold. You know, top off again, open it, and you keep doing that until you have a nice solid bleed. And that's to bleed any fucking clutch. That's how you do it. You pump until it gets stiff and normal, and then you hold it down as you open the valve. And you just keep doing that until you get all the air out. And even if you have like a spongy clutch at all, for any reason at all, that's how you bleed a clutch. You just have to find where your slave cylinder is. Like in my Chevy S10, the slave is in the bell housing. So you have to drop the transmission, which is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Because when I had to replace my slave cylinder, instead of it being a quick, easy job, it ended up costing me hundreds of extra dollars just because the transmission had to come out. And that's terrible. That's terrible that Chevy did that. It almost makes you want to steer clear of Chevy trucks, stick shift Chevy trucks, because if I ever bought another Chevy truck and it was going to be stick, no matter what, new, used, whatever the case may be, I'm going to be like, where's the slave cylinder on this thing? Because if it's in the bell housing, I ain't buying it. Alright, because the last thing I need is to have a problem with the slave cylinder and have to drop the tranny on that fucking truck. So that goes out to anybody. If you're buying a fucking manual transmission, anything, find out where the slave cylinder is located before you buy it. If it's not in the bell housing, then buy it, because it's easy to fix if you have a slave problem. But if it is in the bell housing, then fucking don't even do it. Don't even buy it, because you'll be spending $500 just to drop a transmission and put it back in, plus whatever the hell you need. So, you know, it's very important. And always always take it to a mechanic. I didn't take my truck to a mechanic because the guy that I bought it from did work for he's an electrician. He did work at this house for years, like at least 10 years. So, and he was such a nice, honest fucking guy, nice worker. Always did clean work, went above and beyond to help out and shit. So we trusted him. He's like, hey, you want to sell it? I'll buy it. Here's the title, sign it, here's the cash, thanks. All it needs is alignment, he told me. It just need alignment. Fucking needs way more than that. Already dumped a lot of money into this truck. Should have just kept my Tiburon. But I just had to have a bike. So I sold my fucking Tiburon 4 years ago to buy a fucking motorcycle. And I should have just kept the fucking car. So now I'm kicking myself in the ass. Kicking my fucking self in the ass. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right? Fucking fucked myself over real good. Fucked myself real good. Sure did. Real good. I got my replacement tech armor ballistic screen protector. The one that I put on originally didn't seat right, so I contacted Tech Armor, and they sent me a brand new free replacement that I have to put on, but I just don't feel like doing it right now. I'll probably do it tomorrow, because I'm just not in the mood right now to do it. Plus it's fucking 3 in the morning almost, so my mom's birthday's in 4 days, so I have to go get her a gift. I don't know what to get her. I wish I was in a better financial situation right now, so I can get her a really nice gift. But I can't. I have to make do with what I can. I feel like I do that every year. And now she's getting older. She's only getting older. Mother's gonna be 56 this year. 56. 56 years old my mother's gonna be. 2016 minus 1962. Why is it coming up 54? Maybe she's gonna be 54. I could have sworn she was gonna. I thought she was 55. I always get confused with my mother's age for some reason. It's just because it's the 50s, and for some reason, the 50s confuse me. Like, for some reason, you can never remember the age. I have to like figure out a way to ask her without being like, you don't know how old your mother is? Or I can make a joke and be like, how old are you, Ma? 49 this year? Like, make her feel younger. And she'd be like, no, I'm turning 54. See, I was always older than everyone in my class, like in school, my age, because my birthday is 1987, but it's December, so it's at the end. It's at the end of the year, you know. So everybody that was in my class and like was always born the following year, like sometime in '88. So I always had that jump on people. I was always older by like, you know, up to like 11 months. So it's crazy that like, how are you older than me? Then you have to explain it. I used to know this one kid. I mean, I still know him, but like, this is back when I used to go to school with him. Like, he would always say, "I'm older." It used to be like it always used to be like an argument with him. Like, I'm older. I'm older. He's like, I was born in '88. You were born in '87. I'm older. I'm older. You know, because like some kids don't realize like the 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 lower the number with the year, the older you are. It doesn't, you know, if someone was born in 2000 and you were born in 1985, they're older than you? Like, are you really that stupid? So you gotta explain to them, it's like, no. Then we have to go ask the teacher, you know, who's older? I was born in '88 and Muilisx was born in '87. So who's older? I mean, like, really? Really? Like, you don't know how to count back? How old are you? You know? He's He's like 27 now, the kid. But this is back when we were like 9. I always found that funny though whenever I thought about it. I tease him about it every now and then. Like, who's older? Who's older? Remember when you used to make such a stink on the bus? Start asking everybody. Who's older? Everybody thought that was cool though. That I was older like that. I mean, I guess like when you're a kid, like you just want to be 18 so you can buy, stuff that you have to be 18 for, And then once you turn 18, it's like the day you turn 18, it's like, okay, now I want to be 21. But I'm telling you, once you hit 21, that's it. Everything speeds up. Next thing you know, you're 23, 25, and then you're like me, going on 29. Soon the big fucking 3-0. Big 3-0. And this is the time this is the age that everything sucks. Because it's like you're not 23 no more. You can't go out and pick up girls who are like fucking 19. I mean, I probably still could, but don't get me wrong, nothing like a nice, young, ripe fucking pussy ready to go. But you can't get away with it anymore. At 28, you just can't get away with it anymore. It's harder. When I was in high school, like a freshman, all the girls wanted like the juniors, maybe a sophomore. So I always said to myself, all right, well, next year I'll be able to pull the freshmen, and it never worked like that for me. It just wasn't like an automatic thing like it was. I had to put some game into it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still did, but it just wasn't like automatically like my friends, oh, he's a junior, and they automatically get all wet. He's a junior, so he has a car. Plus, I went to high school in a rich area, so like all the kids that were driving fucking Beamers and shit, but not me. I didn't have a Beamer, my first car. My first car was a Mazda MX-3. A 93. I think it was a 92, actually. It was a 92. Holy shit, I got this hangnail that hurts like a motherfucker. Holy cow. Oh my god, that's painful. Holy shit. Holy shit, that was painful. Hold on, guys. I'm still trying to pull this fucking thing out. Damn. That was fucking crazy. That was crazy. That was deep. It's probably one of the most painful hangnails I've ever taken out. Holy cow. That's because it pulled underneath and it pulled the skin. Like the root of the hangnail. Holy shit. I pulled a lot of hangnails out in my day. I've taken out my own ingrown toenails. Those are the fucking good ones. You ever pull your own ingrown toenail out? That's when you fucking know you're still living. I'm a professional. There's still some skin left to it. It's gotta come out. Come on, you bastard. Sorry for getting quiet. I'm concentrating here. Come on, it's right there. Alright, that's good enough. If I pull it anymore, it's gonna really hurt. Get this corner out. See, what happens is when you clip your nails at a young age, and you keep clipping them, and you clip them wrong, the corners start to grow down. And if you ignore it long enough, it grows downward into your toe. And if you leave it long enough, and the only way to get it out is to go to a podiatrist, and they gotta dig in there. They gotta put your toe to sleep, and they gotta dig in and pull it out. It's considered surgery. It's considered minor surgery. So have health insurance, because ingrown toenails are not cheap. It's like $400 or $500. So when I had health insurance with UPS, I paid $10 copay. That one came out pretty nice though, actually, just now. So I'm not going to worry about it anymore right now. I I gotta let that one heal. So what I do is I just go around each toe. And I just snip the corners. You know, you got to do it now, save yourself pain and money later. And again, that's only if you clip your fucking shit as a kid all the time. Like my mother had to hide the clippers because I would just like take off almost my whole fucking nail. I would like rip the fucking nail right out of my fucking toe or my finger. Oh, that's painful, boy. Now when that starts to heal, that's gonna be fucking painful. You know? But yeah, I mean, I don't know really what else to talk about. This is my new ballistic armor right here. Let me open this. Tech armor. I like the way they do it. They put like a tech armor seal on it. Replacement screen. Is it just a screen or the whole fucking kit? It's better be a whole fucking kit. I didn't keep anything. Better be a fucking replacement kit. No, it's just a fucking screen. Oh no, it's a kit. Sweet! I got a new wipe. New rag, new removal tape. And the new screen. And the new glass. The only thing it didn't come with is the buttons to raise the thing, but that's alright. That's alright. I'll just use it. It came in the other one. There's a nice little box though that comes in. Message from the founders. First, we want to say thank you. If you continue to faith in the brand, in this place, you. I'll keep that. I'll message your management. I'll message management. It says to message management if I have any problems with the replacement. Like, this is the second time. The goddamn second time, you motherfuckers. Oh, you motherfuckers. Anyway, guys, that's about a 30-minute podcast right here. This is my first one, so we're just gonna see how this works out. And, see what happens. You want more? We'll try to do more. Alright, so this is Muilisx, podcast number 1. Let me know what you think. And we'll take it from there. Thanks for listening. Have a good night. And we'll see you soon.